But that means we have 3 new permanent judges.
Oh, yes, and here they are. So she is an Olympic gold medalist with the Canadian women's hockey team, and she was last year's runner-up in the battle. It's Natalie Spooner.
Great Canadian girl. Remember that from last year. Most electrifying skater right now in the business. He was a choreographer for us last year. Please welcome Elladj Baldé.
And along with his partner, Tessa, he has 5 Olympic medals. What's up, Scott Moir?
Honestly, Scott, so honored. And when you say what's up, that's usually Elladj, head over heels. You know, Elladj, you worked with our pairs last year. You're going to be judging them this year. What are you looking for?
Yeah, you know, last year it was really great to work with them from the realm of choreography. And being able to help guide them to find their own uniqueness as performers and as artists was really something special. But this year, I'm really looking forward to get on this journey with all the teams, but from a different space. Last year I was there, this year I'm here. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the progress as individuals and as teams in terms of authenticity and artistry.
I love that. Well said. Oh my goodness. Natalie, last year you went all the way to the end. So you know exactly what these skaters are going through right now. What advice would you give to them as they kick off the season?
Oh, I would tell them to embrace their inner figure skater. You know, I think that when you get into an opportunity like this, it's really important you dive head first, maybe sometimes literally with a headbanger. But I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's for charity, and all of their stories are so inspiring, and what they're doing is really special. So to have fun with it. I mean, who wouldn't want to be figure skating out here during a pandemic?
You know, Natalie, how often you've seen Scott with his outer hockey player at your games, at the Olympic Games. Scott, honestly, you've skated in every conceivable way and in competitions and conditions. Why don't you set the scene here for season 6?
Well, I can try, but I can't conceive what it would be like to have to go out onto an ice that feels normal, but have to do something so out of your comfort zone. And that's what all of these hockey players are doing here tonight. And I like to see in this series, there's always that inner competitiveness that comes out. And they're all professional athletes and they want to be perfect. So we're going to get treated to some great moments here in these 6 weeks, and I just can't wait to watch.
To the judges for your thoughts.
Woo!
Woo is right.
Woo! What a way to start this competition. Oh my God, what a start.
Unbelievable, wasn't it? I want to know if Caitlin Weaver gets to draft her partners, or does she get the guys with the great personalities all the time? Or
yeah,
did you see him?
I saw, honestly, to be able to do that on the first opening night, first performance, the pressure of the competition, your hockey player in figure skates, to be able to come out here and do that and give us a wink after you do an incredibly hard lift.
During the Detroiter.
Are you kidding me? He looked at us straight in the eyes and gave us a wink. You know what? I'm so impressed. And on top of that, there were some technical difficulties, technical skills that were really difficult. The 360 jump, the outside spread eagle, that I think that is a very, very hard thing to do. A lot of elite athletes, elite figure skaters have trouble doing that outside spread eagle. So congratulations, I'm really, really, really impressed.
Just unbelievable. You really do have a already great figure skating skill set. Caitlin, you know how to win this competition. You have a great partner. You're gonna have to find a way to stand up and skate alongside Caitlin, just as Sheldon did last year. But that Detroiter, I'll remember that for the rest of my life. Like, he totally, in the middle of the hardest lift in the program, winked at all 3 judges, performance number 1.
It was pretty much like you were lifting up the Stanley Cup. Like, Caitlin was the Stanley Cup today, and you showed pure strength through that whole routine, just like you have through your career. I mean, you've been an inspiration for me as a hockey player, knowing what you've overcome and being able to come back and to score a clutch goal in a shootout. I mean, I wish I could do that. But anyways, I mean, your positive attitude, it radiates, and it just shows that you make the best of any situation, and you did that again tonight, and your smile just lit up this whole ice.
What a start.
Absolutely did. Caitlin and Brian are both skating for the Bickle Foundation in support of the MS Society of Canada. It's time to get the scores, and let's begin with Natalie Spooner.
I am going to give a 5.4.
Elladj Baldé.
5.4.
Scott Moir.
Hard to imagine someone beating that on night 1, 5.4.
All right.
So let's get to know our Season 6 Battle of the Blades judges a little bit better.
Scott Moir.
3-time Olympic gold medalist Scott Moir is the most decorated male figure skater in Olympic history.
Moir.
Along with his partner Tessa, he has a total of 5 Olympic medals, 3 world titles, and 8 Canadian national titles in ice dancing. Scott knows exactly what it takes to be part of a triumphant figure skating partnership.
The way you look at each other, it's hard for us as fans not to have fun watching you have fun.
I can't see what I have to work with here.
What a shot by Spooner.
World champion Natalie Spooner is still a powerhouse for the Canadian women's national team. Known simply as Spooner, she's already earned Olympic gold in 2014 and silver in 2018. On top of being an active player, she also runs a high-performance hockey academy for girls. As the Season 5 runner-up, Natalie knows firsthand how difficult and nerve-wracking this journey is for hockey players willing to step out of their comfort zones.
It's definitely been a challenge going back and forth between hockey skates and figure skates, but I'm hoping in the long run the figure skating helps my hockey.
She's choreographing her own program right now. I don't even have to do anything.
Elladj Baldé is one of the most explosive and sought-after professional skaters in the world. He reached international status despite a competitive career halted by multiple concussions. A junior champion and a world competitor, he is also a founding member of the Figure Skating Diversity and Inclusion Alliance.
Just put your toe pick down.
Elladj was a choreographer on the show last season, who also dazzled us with regular performances. His skating is a constant reminder that he knows exactly how to command an audience.
Not only are we both from Scarborough, but we are both power forwards. And I loved the power you had out there and those lifts. One thing that I really had to focus on last season was, it's not just about getting the job done. It's being able to execute it with grace and softness, being almost dainty a little bit. And I think that maybe if you work on that a little bit, it's going to just mesh in with those lifts and you're going to be amazing.
Yeah, and brother, you had some nice dance moves.
Yeah, that was like booty shaking.
Some body rolls. Really nice dance moves. I really, really enjoy that. And the one thing that I really like about you is that you, and admire about you, is that you throw yourself in things even though it's out of your comfort zone. You're not holding back. And I think that's going to take you really far in this competition. The one thing I will say though, those dance moves were great and the facial expressions were great. Now lift your head up a little bit when you're doing it. Project a little bit more because those dance moves are really, really good.
Yeah, I want to see a bit more of that personality. Like when I see you joking around with Ron, there's that fun personality. I think you can show that a little bit more.
Yeah.
What I do see though is the impressive lifts. I know Violetta is not a very big human, but I feel like I could be up there in those lifts with you. Like you have her way over your head and it's solid. So a good start. Let's just bring out that personality, have a blast out here.
Yeah.
Humility and humor, right? For you, Anthony, it's you're the coolest. Violetta and Anthony are skating for Jumpstart Charities. Their mandate to create more inclusive Canada with all kids thriving and being active in sports. Judges, let's get the scores. Elladj Baldé.
5-3.
Scott Moir.
5-2.
Natalie Spooner.
5.3.
If you liked what you saw from Violetta and Anthony, judges, your thoughts.
Oh, how am I supposed to be hard on her after that? I mean, honestly, what a touching story, and I love it. And I think you have so much potential. So maybe this is why I'm going to be a little bit more critical than I think I should be in week 1. My favorite part of the program is when you're working your edges on your 1 foot in this section across the ice. And I don't think we saw enough of that. I think you have a really strong base. I think your skating skills are so good, but there's a bit of a disconnect between your lower body and your upper body. And I want to see you working it a little bit more and really digging into those edges. We know you're a fantastic skater. I want to appreciate it more. I think you're going to be around for a long time, but there's so far to go.
Yeah, great skate quality. And what I really enjoyed is the switch in energy. When the music changed, your movement changed, your energy changed. And I think that was matched really, really, really well. So congratulations on that. That's really hard to do at the beginning of the competition. I will say though, something that will help you continue with this competition, I would like for you to continue working on your port de bras, which will help you with your quality of arms in space. It will give you that quality that will allow you to really portray softness really, really well. But I'm really happy. Great smile throughout this performance. So congratulations.
All I have to say is a reverse fruit roll-up on week 1. Me and Andrew tried to do that And we could not get it on the ice last season, and you pulled that out week 1. I mean, I knew you were going to be a phenomenal skater. You are when you play hockey, so smooth. I think what I'd love to see is you to relax, let loose. I've seen your dance moves in the locker room, and I saw a little glimpse of it right there when you really got into the music and was feeling it, and I want to see some more of that. You light up the ice when you do that.
That's a good insight, Natalie. And Andrew, hi to your folks and family out in Kitchener-Waterloo at the Alpine Club as well. We see you. Megan and Andrew are here supporting BC Children's Hospitals. They are, without a doubt, a leader in pediatric services. Let's get to the scores. Scott Moir.
5.2.
Natalie Spooner.
5.3.
Elladj Baldé.
5.2.
To help keep Megan and Andrew in the competition. Judges, comments.
You know, the story that you guys were able to tell, through your song choice and through your dance, it was so moving. I know how passionate and how much both of you do in your respective sports, for racial equality and inclusion. And you are so passionate about that, and I want to see that same passion brought to the ice. So, Akeem, in those moments, I want to feel it. I want you to commit to those moments and bring us on that journey with you.
Yeah, I was super impressed with your power, especially in the elements. I mean, in that drape, that initial, I thought you were throwing her through the roof for this place. Like, it just pops right up. And I think we need to unleash a bit of that power throughout the rest of your skating. When you started to really go, it's like, wow, I can't wait to see what this guy can do in this competition.
Yeah, I really can't wait to see where you guys are going to go. The beginning of this piece, the connection that I saw between the both of you was so strong. And I really, really enjoyed that. The movement, the way that you held her, the way you brought her down, that connection was really good. The one thing I want to say that I want you to work on for the rest of this competition is sustain that connection throughout the piece. Let your guard down a little bit. Let yourself be a little bit more vulnerable. And, you talk about not lacking confidence. Let that show in your face. Let that show through your facial expressions, because you're a good-looking dude. So, you want to see that. We want to see that. We want to see that. So, congratulations. Great first skate.
Thank you, Elladj. Vanessa and Akeem are skating for the Time to Dream Foundation. Their goal is to help make youth sports, including hockey, more diverse, inclusive, and affordable. Hey, Akeem, Vanessa. Akeem and Vanessa, if you hear Ron, come back and join me. This is a very integral part of the competition. Scores.
They don't want their scores.
You always want to know. It's nice to be told you're handsome, but it's even better to get a good score. Natalie Spooner.
I am going to give you guys a 5.3.
Elladj Baldé.
5.3.
Scott Moir.
5.3.
All right, there you have it. Now you can leave. Congratulations, judges.
Chris, well, you are known as a silky smooth playmaker, and I have to say that roll-up was just as smooth. It was like you were given a sauce pass backdoor ragu. Am I right?
Ragu is right. Ragu is right. Thanks, Nat.
I don't know what you two are talking about, but I will talk a little bit about a little bit of a lack of unison tonight. I want to see you take a bit of a breath, maybe get some of that silky softness back into the skating, but your feet in those dance lifts are pretty impeccable. I'll say that, especially for week 1. Good start. Let's just try and even out and smooth out some of those rough areas.
Yeah, and ragu makes me want to do this. Boom. Ragu.
Now I don't understand anybody up here.
I really enjoyed the beginning. Those nice little pivots that you guys did at the beginning was really soft. I thought that part was really in sync. There was a really good knee quality that I saw there. So I was really happy with that. I would like to have a little bit more passion come out of you as the song is building. I'd like to see the passion build with it at the same time. But great first performance. I'm really, really, really happy to see you guys here.
Well, that's sauce. Rocket Richard played his last game April 14th, 1960. 60 years to the date, you retired. So 2 great playmakers there, Chris. Congratulations. Carlotta skating for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Calgary, and as mentioned, Chris's charity for Tanya Pace Crosschild and the great work that organization does for the Indigenous children and their families in southern Alberta. To the marks we go, and we'll begin with Elladj Baldé.
5.2.
Scott Moir.
5.1.
Natalie Spooner.
5.2.
To show your support for judges.
I don't even know where to start. Jess, I got to play with you, and I've seen you skate. I've seen you skate fast. And I mean, now you teach professionals how to skate. And I think, we saw that edge work, and I think it gives you a leg up on the competition for sure. And I think if you keep taking these risks, and they keep paying off, the sky is the limit for you guys. I mean, maybe my favorite risk, hockey equipment to crop top?
Talking about crop top, you know, that urban style, that hip hop style that you guys did today on the ice. Do you guys know how hard that is to do? Do you know how hard that is to do on the ice? It is so hard for someone to stay grounded on figure skates, and you're just coming into figure skates. So this is incredibly executed, and I'm really, really happy with that. The one tip I want to give you is when you're following music, I want you to stay in the pocket. The pocket is that sweet spot right on the beat, and honestly, that plus everything that you guys are doing, the intricacy of the moves, the tricks, you guys have everything. You guys are great.
Elladj, he's right. He's telling you how you can win this competition. But for me, I didn't really care tonight because you owned it. You went out there, you rocked it, and it was so much fun. It was a jam-packed program. That was a free dance tonight, and it was very intricate, very difficult, and you pulled it off. So congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Jessica is here supporting Do It for Darren Richardson, a youth-driven movement that creates an open dialogue around mental health. And hello to Luke and Stephanie and Morgan Richardson as well. And Asher is here for the Freedom School, as you heard, here in Toronto, an initiative that rallies against anti-black racism in the school system. Let's reveal the marks and begin with Scott Moir.
5.4.
Natalie Spooner.
I couldn't stop smiling, 5.5.
Elladj Baldé.
5.5 too.
Smiles and scores to help keep Jessica and Asher out of the bottom two. You need to vote for
That was
them.
emotional and extremely impressive for week one. I will say from the very first push, you seem to have mastered your new set of blades there. The turnout, the relationship that your blades have with the ice is something it takes years to get. When you came around the corner and you I think, have the best forward crossovers in the history of Battle of the Blades. Yes. But when you came around effortlessly, I hope everyone at home can see the speed that they had and the ease. What a starting performance.
Absolutely incredible. The skating quality, I'm just going to say, the best in this competition so far. Honestly, it's really, really impressive to see at this point how easy it is for you to glide and hold these extensions. I'm really, really impressed with that. What I would love to see from you for the rest of this competition is for you to let yourself go a little bit in the performance and trust yourself. Your skating is incredible. You have an amazing partner here who's world champion and Olympic medalist. He's got you. So trust yourself and you'll do really, really well in this competition.
I have to say the same. I mean, that performance was beautiful. You were so smooth, and you already look so comfortable on your skates. I also have to say this is a little bit of a surreal moment for me. Not many people know, but Bots was my idol growing up, and she was the one that inspired me to want to play hockey when I got to meet you at 11. So, you know, I'd like to think that maybe someone last season inspired you to maybe figure skate.
Oh, for sure, yeah. You inspire us all, Spooner.
No, but Bots, that was amazing. I mean, you're inspiring so many little girls to go out of their comfort zones again, and I know you've already inspired way too many people that, you know, we can't even count, and me included.
Only bad news is Megan Augusta's on her way out to give her a speeding ticket. But other than that, just sensational. Jennifer and Eric skating for the Canadian Cancer Society. They fund research and provide incredibly important services to those living with the disease. The marks. What do you think of Bots, Natalie Spooner?
I'm going to give you a 5.3.
Elladj Baldé.
5.4.
Scott Moir.
5.4.
To help keep Jennifer and Eric in the competition. Listen, judges, wasn't that something?
Honestly, the power behind this piece was amazing. You know, something like this, a song like that can easily overpower a team. It didn't overpower you guys, so congratulations on that. I'm really, really happy to see that.
What about that platter lift? No hands, platter lift?
No hands, platter lift, and then Megan with the Superman pose.
Oh yeah.
Like,
They stomped that. The elements in this were strong and very impressive.
Very impressive. I'm really happy with that. And also, I want to say the dynamic between technical element and performance could have been a little bit better, but it was really, really good. For example, in this move here, you know, I really enjoyed that move. I saw the connection with the face, the smile. Now with the body, hit it a little bit harder. You know, hit with the music. Get into that groove. You know?
I want the gold. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I can see they want it. They want it bad, but I want to see them tie it all together a little bit more. Instead of element after element, I want to see them make us invest in the performance. And I think that you can do that. Absolutely. And tie in that elements with the story of the program.
Well. Last time I saw you, you were winning bronze at the Olympics. Did I ever think the next time I would see you would be on figure skates doing a platter on week 1? No way. You look so solid on those skates. That platter went up so easily. I mean, the power behind your skating, the emotion that you were able to portray to the audience and to everyone at home. I mean, I can tell you guys are invested in this competition, and you guys brought it tonight.
Fantastic. Listen, Megan is skating for the Sandra Schmerler Foundation. Their mission is to raise money for newborn intensive care units. Wojtek, as you heard, is skating for sick kids in Toronto. Just a sensational skate. We'll see if the judges agree. Let's get the marks, beginning with Elladj Baldé.
5-4.
Scott Moir.
5.3.
Natalie Spooner.
5.5.
If you like the routine from Megan and Wojtek, show them some love. But let's start with night number 1. Scott, I was saying conditions for me because the teams were in isolation and we got ice elation. But I just can't believe, without knowing what was going on, no frames of reference, that they could do this.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive. And every time, you don't know, as I talked about at the beginning of the show, it's a daunting experience for them. So to come out and perform for people across the nation, it's impressive. And it was a really, really strong field tonight. I think the night belongs to Jennifer and Eric. I thought they had a really great skate. Pretty special moment, actually. But Battle of the Blades isn't won on week 1. It's won throughout the journey. And I can't wait to see them all kind of grow together.
Absolutely, you're right. And you know, there was the added factor of doing this during COVID time. You know, all these restrictions, you know, not being able to skate without a mask every day. This is the first time they're performing without a mask. So, you know, all these factors make it that much more difficult. And so I'm really impressed to see, like you said, impressed to see the level of competition that we're at right now in week 1. It's really, really impressive.
Real quick, Nat.
I mean, I think back to when I was week 1, I don't think I was that good. And I'm not sure whose job is harder right now. I mean, it's tough to be judging them because they're all amazing.